Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day to everyone. Okay, so welcome back to our class. Okay, so for today's class, we're going to continue from our previous lesson. Okay, so today we're going to look into 7.2 midpoint in the Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, so there will be a few learning standards that you're going to learn today. Okay, so this is the first one. Okay, explain the meaning of midpoint between 2 points on the Cartesian plane. Okay, so actually what is midpoint? Okay, midpoint is a point that divide a line segment equally. Titik tengah lah. Apakah titik yang membahagikan satu garis itu kepada dua kawasan yang equal? Okay, so that's why midpoint is a point that divide a line segment equally. Okay, so let's look at the first example. Okay, so we have from point A to point B. Okay, so now let's calculate how many units are there. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 boxes. Okay, between A and B. Okay, there are 8 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now we take 8 boxes divided by 2, we get 4, betul? Okay, so it means the midpoint is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is the midpoint of the straight line AB. Okay, so we can say that midpoint of AB is P. Okay. Okay, now let's look to the second example. Okay. Where is straight line AB? Okay, A to B. Okay, so we only look at this line. Okay, we can ignore this part. Okay, not included in the question. Okay, so we only look at AB. Okay, now A to B. Okay, there is D in the middle. Okay, D in the middle, and then you can see that there are these two symbols. Okay, what does these two symbols mean? Okay, these two symbols mean the length of AD and DB is the same, equal. Okay, so it shows that D is our midpoint. Okay, so we can write midpoint of AB is D, tengah-tengah dia. Okay. Okay, next let's move to example 9. Okay. P is the midpoint of the straight line AB. Determine coordinates of P. Okay, now macam mana kita nak buat this one without using formula? Nanti kita akan belajar guna formula. Okay, for this part, without using formula. Okay, now macam mana kita nak buat? Okay, there are few steps over here. Okay, step 1. Okay, determine the midpoint of AC and BC. Okay, now kita cari where is AC. Okay, this is AC. Okay, AC. The midpoint of AC is, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the midpoint of AC is over here. Okay, and then the midpoint of BC. So BC is 1, 2, 3, 4. So the midpoint is over here. Okay. Okay, and then construct a perpendicular bisector of AC and BC. Okay, maksud dia awak kena lukislah pembahagi perpendicular bisector for AC and CB. Ingat lagi tak? Okay, kalau tak ingat tak apa. Okay, kalau sebab kita dalam grid ni mudah sahaja. Dapat point ni awak buat satu garis lurus. Okay, dapat point ni awak buat satu garis lurus. Okay, look over here. Intersection between the perpendicular bisector of AC and BC is actually the midpoint of AB. Mana-mana yang bercantum ni, nampak tak? Dia bercantum kat sini kan? So that is the midpoint of AB. Okay, so therefore P is 3, 4. Boleh? Mudah saja, okay? Now, okay, kita tengok next learning standard. Okay, derive the formula of midpoint between 2 points on the Cartesian plane. Okay, so sini baru kita nak belajar macam mana kita nak derive formula. Okay, so now kita cuba buat sama-sama this one. Okay, so we have point, okay, point A and point B. Okay, and then we have midpoint. Okay, horizontal distance and vertical distance. Okay, what is horizontal and what is vertical? Horizontal, this one is horizontal. Excuse me. Okay, so this one is vertical. Okay, so maksud dia kalau dia nak horizontal distance, okay, we look at x-axis. Okay, if we want to look at the vertical distance, we look at y-axis. Okay, so kita tengok horizontal distance. Okay, we have 4 until 2. So macam mana kita nak buat? So maksud dia horizontal distance 4 plus 2 is equals to 6. Okay, itu baru macam ni. Tak buat lah pula. Sekejap Okay, midpoint of horizontal distance. Okay, so horizontal distance kita tengok x kan. Okay, so this is x and this is y. Okay, so horizontal distance. Okay, midpoint of horizontal distance. Okay, you just take 4 plus 2 divide by 2. Okay, so you will get 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Okay, so vertical distance. Okay, you take y. Okay, so 5 plus 1 divided by 2. So 5 plus 1 is 6 divided by 2 is 3. Okay, and then we try the second one. Okay, so I have negative 1 plus 3 divided by 2. Okay, so this is actually 2 over 2 equals to 1. Okay, and then 5 plus 1 divided by 2, okay, the same as above is 3. Okay, so the midpoint, okay, let's look at the midpoint. Okay, actually the midpoint, okay, of the whole point, okay, is okay, x plus x1 plus x2 divided by 2 is actually this value. So this is equals to 3. Okay, the second part, y1 plus y2 divided by 2 is actually this part. So this is equals to 3. So the midpoint of line AB is 3, 3. The same with the second point. So we have 1, 3. Okay? Boleh? So this one you can do it yourself. Okay? So the midpoint of a slanting line. Ingat, slanting line ni adalah garis yang sengit. Slanting line. Okay, garis yang macam ni. Okay, kalau yang macam ni tadi, vertical, horizontal, vertical, kita boleh terus kira kan berapa direct daripada graf itu. Okay, tapi if it involves slanting line like this, okay, the easiest way we can try to use this formula. Okay, so now let's try to calculate the midpoint by using formula, which is the next learning standard. Okay, determine the coordinates of midpoint between 2 points on the Cartesian plane. Okay, so for example, you have these 2 points. Okay, you have 2, 0 and 6, 4. Okay, kalau tak kita kena lukis macam ni kan, leceh betul. Okay, so untuk mengelakkan, to avoid, we need to draw this line. Okay, so we can use this formula. Okay, which is the formula x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Okay, so for example di sini saya ambil x1 y1 x2 y2. So x1 plus x2, 6 plus 2 divided by 2. Okay, and then 4 plus 0 divided by 2. And the midpoint is 4, 2. Terus dapat 4, 2. Boleh? Okay? Okay. So now let's try example 10. Okay. Calculate the coordinate of midpoint of straight line AB. Okay, given that A 2, 5, B is 2, 1. Okay, so daripada sini kita boleh je terus tengok kan, midpoint dia is 2, 3. Okay, tapi kita nak cuba guna midpoint formula, dapat tak? Okay, so for example, okay, saya labelkan this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. Okay, so midpoint is equals to formula dia tadi apa? x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Okay, so what is x1? x1 is 2, x2 is 2, 2 plus 2 divided by 2, y1 is 5, y2 is 1 divided by 2. You will get 4 over 2, 6 over 2, which is finally you will get 2, 3. Sama kan? So terbuktilah. Okay. Okay, next example 11. Okay, calculate the coordinate of the midpoint on the straight line MN. Okay, MN. Okay, now kita kena cari dulu coordinate bagi each point. Okay, so M, the coordinate is 10, 7. Okay, and then N is 4, 1. Betul? So labelkan x1, y1, x2, y2. Please label, okay? Jangan malas. Okay. Okay, so the midpoint is, okay, midpoint. Okay, tulislah x1 plus x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Okay, so what is your x1? x1 is 10, x2 is 4 divided by 2, y1 is 7, y2 is 1 divided by 2. So you will get 14 over 2, 8 over 2, which is simplify 7, 4. So it means the midpoint of line MN is 7, 4. Okay, boleh? Okay, so kalau boleh simple saja kan? Okay, so kalau simple, okay, kita proceed to the learning standard, the last learning standard, okay, which is solve problems involving midpoint in the Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, so look at the first example. Okay, example 12. Okay, the diagram shows the line PAQ, okay, on the Cartesian plane. Okay, A is the midpoint of the line PQ. Okay, dia dah bagi tahu. Okay, A is the midpoint. Okay, determine the coordinate of P. Okay, so sekarang macam mana kita nak buat? Okay, so solution. Okay, understanding the problem. Okay, now we know that the distance of AP and AQ is the same. Okay, so let P equals to X, Y. Okay, so di sini dia dah labelkan. Okay, so P, X, Y, A0 to Q to 0. Okay, from this part, okay, kita tahu this part is 2 and this height is 2. Okay, sebab tu kita tahu 2 unit, 2 unit. Okay, dan midpoint kan dia mesti sama. So this part must be the same. So kita boleh assume this is 2 and this is 2, sama. Then implementing the strategy. Calculate the horizontal and vertical distance starting from point A, which is 2 unit respectively. So midpoint 0, 2 kan. So PXY kita boleh buat sebagai X plus 2 over 2 equals to 0. Y plus 0 over 2 is equals to 2. So kita boleh selesaikan lah. So X plus 2 is equals to 0, X equals to negative 2. Y plus 0 equals to 2, selesaikan. Y plus 0 is Y, 2 pindah sebelah jadi 4. So Y is equals to 4. So koordinat kita adalah negative 2, 4. Boleh mesti akan ada yang tanya saya, Sir, kenapa X plus 2 equals X plus 2 over 2 equals to 0? Kenapa? Sekarang tengok sini. Di sini kita tengok ni kita gunakan macam ni. Saya conteng barulah sekejap now kita ada P. P is Q. Q is 2, 0. And then the midpoint is 0, 2. And then P X Y. Tadi kan kita ada rumus midpoint is equals to x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2, betul? So from this question, kita boleh labelkan sebagai ini adalah x1 y1, x2 y2. So this is the midpoint. Kita boleh cuba buat macam ni. So the midpoint is 0, 2, betul? So kita tulis sini 0, 2. And then kita cuba selesaikan yang ni. So x1 is x kan? X2 is 2. Sebab tu dia buat x plus 2 divide by 2. Sebab kita nak tengok komponen x ni. X1 plus x2. So x1 plus x2 divide by 2. And then y1 plus y2 kan? Y1 y plus y2 is 0. Plus 0 divide by 2. Now kita dah ada ni. So kita next kita buat comparison. So this is x coordinate, betul? X saya hanya boleh compare dengan x. Y saya hanya boleh compare dengan y. So sebab tu dia jadi macam ni. X plus 2 over 2 is equals to 0. Y plus 0 over 2 is equals to 2. So 2 bawah pindah sebelah jadi darab. So 2 darab kosong jadi kosong. So x plus 2 is equals to 0. So x is equals to plus 2 pindah sebelah jadi negative 2. Yang sini pula 2 times 2 is 4. Y plus 0 is y. So coordinate P kita tadi adalah xy, betul? So it is also equals to P negative 2, 4. Macam itu. Boleh? Boleh sebab saya rasa kalau awak tengok ni je mesti awak macam apakah itu kan. So saya dah explain baik pun je untuk awak. So lepas ni kalau masih kurang faham explanation ni, bolehlah comment down below ataupun awak boleh tanya dalam group. Now let's proceed to number 13. Number 13, example 13. Point P is the midpoint on the straight line KL. Given coordinate of K is negative 3, 12 and coordinate of P is 2, 9, calculate the coordinate of L. Okay, so kalau soalan macam ni, kita cuba visualize. Okay, so kita cuba lukis tu straight line. Okay, so kita ada KL. Okay, and P is the midpoint, betul? So P is the midpoint. Okay, so given K is negative 312. Okay, P is 29. Okay, L kita tak L. Okay, L tak tahu kan? So L kita letaklah XY. Okay, so the same thing. Okay, sekejap saya copy ni lah, kita buat atas kertas lain. Okay, copy. Okay, so kita ada ni. Okay, so tadi kita ada rumus apa? Midpoint is equals to x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. Okay, so kita labelkan. So this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2, and this is our midpoint. Okay, so midpoint kita ada 29. Okay, so x1 plus x2. So x1 is x, x2 is negative 3. So kita boleh tulis x1 plus negative 3 divide by 2. Okay, and then y1 is y, y2 is 12. So y plus 12 divide by 2. Okay, sama macam tadi. Okay, so kita ada two parts. Okay, component of x comparekan dengan x, component of y kita comparekan dengan y. Jangan salah Okay, so let's take the x component first. So we have x minus 3 divided by 2 is equals to 2. Okay, next 2 pindah sebelah jadi darab. X tolak 3 sama dengan 4. X sama dengan 4 tambah 3, which is equals to 7. Okay, and then we have y plus 12 divided by 2 is equals to 9. Okay, y plus 12 equals to, okay, 2 pindah sebelah jadi darab. 9 darab 2, 18. Y is equals to 12 pindah sebelah jadi tolak. 18 tolak 12. So dapat 6. Okay, so dah dapat apakah koordinat L? So koordinat of L is XY kan? So L is equals to 7, 6. Senang sahaja. Okay. So now for your exercise. Okay, so midpoint. Okay, for midpoint saya nak awak cuba jawab nombor 1, nombor 3, nombor 4. Cukup buat tu dulu. Okay, so for midpoint. Okay, okay, boleh? Okay, now this is the last subtopic for this chapter. Okay, the Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, digabung sekali. Okay, mungkin boleh cari distance, mungkin boleh cari midpoint dan sebagainya. Okay, so let's look at the example 14. Okay, the diagram shows a rhombus. Okay, given the distance between point A and B is 5. Okay, calculate the coordinate of A and B, the midpoint of straight line AC. Okay, now macam mana kita nak buat? Okay, so given the straight line, distance from A to B is 5. Ni 5 Okay, so ni pun ada koordinat lah kan, X, Y. Okay, understanding the problem. Okay, so first one, determine point A, okay, where AB is parallel to DC. Okay, betul tak? AB dengan DC parallel. Okay, betul. Plus dia rhombus kan. Okay, next. Planning strategy. Straight line AB is parallel to x-axis and y coordinate of point A is 6. Okay, betul. So, sini pun 6. Okay. Okay, we know that the distance AB is 5 units. Okay, A ke B is 5 unit. Maksud dia nak dapatkan koordinat X untuk A ni, 11 ni kita undur belakang sebanyak 5 unit, betul? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Macam tu. So, 11 minus 5 dapatlah 6. Okay, so maksudnya bawah sini adalah 6. Okay, boleh. Okay, so coordinate of A is 6, 6. Macam tu saja. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, midpoint of straight line AC. Okay, now kita ada AC. Okay, now kita nak cari dia punya midpoint. Okay, so first, okay, kita kena cari coordinate of C. Okay, so coordinate of C, kan dah ada ni. C, X is 6, Y is 2. So 6, 2. Okay, so kita dah ada dah. Point A is, okay, 6, 6. Point C is 6, 2. Okay, so nak cari midpoint, masukkan dalam rumus yang kita dah belajar tadi. 6 plus 6 divided by 2, 6 plus 2 divided by 2. Dapatlah 6, 4. Okay, therefore midpoint of AC is 6, 4. Okay, macam tu sahaja, tak susah. Okay, so for self practice 7.3 saya nak awak cuba nombor 1 saja. Okay, boleh? Okay, so ini adalah assignment awak awak kena hantar. So nanti saya akan buka link lah di Google Classroom untuk awak submit di assignment. Okay, so basically for today's class, okay, you have learned 2 things. Okay, midpoint, okay, by using Cartesian plane dan formula. And final one is we learn about how to solve problems. Okay, so awak boleh kalau ada yang tak faham, boleh rewind balik video ni, tengok part mana yang awak kurang faham. Okay, boleh tengok ulang-ulang. Okay, if you still have any problems, okay, you can comment down below, ataupun for my students, awak boleh terus direct message saya. Okay, Telegram, no problem, I will entertain you, I will entertain your question. Okay, so I think that's all for this chapter. Okay, so for next week class, we're going to do some question from this chapter sampai awak faham. Okay, before we proceed to the next chapter. Okay, so I think that's all for today. Thank you very much. Okay, ingat jangan lupa study. Okay, sikit-sikit pun tak apa, yang tengok study kan, jangan tinggalkan terus. Lepas belajar sentiasa buat ulang kaji. Please do revision, okay, supaya awak sentiasa ingat. Okay, so thank you very much. See you next class. Bye.